Hey everybody, here's a short video on the new release of Autodesk Showcase 2013. I downloaded this as a trial version and tried it out, and I was pretty impressed with it. Down here is some preloaded that comes with the program, some files, some sample files is what they are. And down here at the bottom, there's a little RC engine I want to open up just to show you what this program is capable of doing so far that I've learned. And here I'm just going to open up this little RC engine. It's a little nitro engine. I actually have one of these, something very similar to it. And let's see here. You can see that basically what Showcase is a pretty enhanced viewer, and you can look at some 3D objects pretty realistic on the fly like this. I'll zoom in right here and you can see the actual texture of the metal. Looks really good. And I'm going to press M on my keyboard and bring up the materials catalog here. And down here at the bottom there's some additional materials. Some of them are default Showcase materials, and some of them are Autodesk materials, and some of them are basically what looks to be some of the mental ray materials that come with some of the common programs that Autodesk makes. Here's an object right here. It's part of the carburetor, and it's actually a little valve that I think that a little tube connects to. And I will select this by left clicking on it. You'll see these little blue lines indicating that I've selected this 3D object that was made probably in some other program. And I will select this aluminum 3, which is red, and if I just click on this aluminum, you'll see that it automatically turns that color and has some nice characteristics to it. Really easy to change materials, and that's what I made this video for. I'll select this nut and I'll turn it red, and I'll select this one and this one also, and the one back behind there, and maybe make this one green. So kind of cool how fast you can change materials on this really quick. Down here at the bottom is Showcase materials, and I will drop this down and select metal, and I'll select this one and look for polished gold, and there's polished gold for you. Let me see if I can enhance this one a little bit. This is the tailpipe actually. Let's see here. I'll select that and call it chrome. And I don't know how it looks in your YouTube screen, but face to face it looks really satisfying. Really good graphics capabilities on this little viewer here. And down here, let's see here, I have another file that I actually, this is a native file from Revit, Autodesk's Revit architecture. I think it was 2012. This is a native and file that I exported using the export settings in Revit, and it's a little house that I made for a hillside, and it's got like I said, it's native Revit, and I exported it in the FBX file, and I will open it up. I'm not going to save this file, and it's going to generate that FBX and load it into Showcase. And I just basically wanted to show you guys how I can import an object or an image or whatever, a 3D object from another program like Revit. And I don't have all the system requirements that this program requires, and I don't know what's going on here. I think there's some glass behind these panels in the garage here, but this looks, in the modeling state as far as I'm concerned, looks a lot better than what you actually see in Revit during its modeling state. And it's very easy to change materials. For instance, when I loaded this program, or actually this file, and started to view it in this Showcase, first thing I noticed was you can't really see through the glass. So I selected M and selected one of the glass and looked for something that would work for me, and I found glass right here, and select clear glass and hit escape, and you can actually see through the house now. Actually, you can go inside that house just by zooming in. Let's see here, and you can see the kitchen and stuff like that. The stucco looks really good too. I wish I would have had this program a little earlier. I probably would have used this to show my customer what his house is going to look like. Let me show you some more changes here. I'll go ahead and change the rest of these windows, and you'll be able to see all the way into the floor there. Looks pretty good, and even the roof looks good. Looks better than what Revit displays. Here I'll also want to show you another file. It's a car that actually comes as a sample file through this program, and it's pretty neat little thing. Let it generate here. And it's still loading just a little bit. Pretty fancy looking car, and I wanted to show you guys how quick it was to change the materials on this car. It's a pretty one color car, except for the top there. It's got a little dark trim to it, but we'll change that real quick. I'll press M and bring up the materials, and I'm going to go down here, and I remember seeing there was car paint, which is right here, and I'm going to find a nice color. So here's red, and I will change this red, that red, and we'll just keep working on this car until we get it exactly the way that we like to see it. And go around the whole car here, and then the rest of these colors here, if I can find black, I'm going to change those to black and black. So I was kind of exploring with this program and creating something that I actually said, hey, I think I've created something that actually looks better. And here, and one more object down here, and now within a few seconds we have almost a totally different car. Oh, and the other thing is I noticed that you couldn't really see through these windows very well, and I wanted to try that with let's see, glass. So I selected that window, and now I can see the seats inside that car. Let me try that with this one, and a little bit better there. And the sunroof there, I'll just leave that dark. And then also, before I finish up this video, looks pretty nifty. Let me see here. I know we have some other stuff, and let's see. I wanted to show you background lighting and environments, so we can put this in a more appropriate setting, and put it just by selecting this background here. Now we have still kind of loading here. Let's see. That looks pretty good. You want to show your customer something. And also the lighting adjustments, that's something that I should show before I finish this video. Let's see here. This lighting adjustment's very simple to work. Basically you have a slide bar, and then there's some things. It gives you a little information here. Click and drag anywhere to move the environment light. So I can just hold it down, and you can see that the environment light is changing. Let's see, and shadows, if you want to just change the shadow direction, you can do that too. So if in case you want to. And then there's also some default types of moves, and basically you can set that up all in your scenes. Let's see. There you go. So that's what I wanted to show you in this little short video of Autodesk Showcase 2013. And also I'd like to say good job for Autodesk making this very easy to use. This is basically, I think, my third time trying this out, and I haven't really even explored the program, so I'm sure there's a lot more to see and to play around with. Thanks a lot, and see you next time.